So good morning everyone. So today we are going to learn about the topic quadrilaterals. So what do you mean by quadrilateral? Quadrilateral is a closed figure having four line segments. With the help of four line segments, if it is forming a closed figure, that figure we will call it as quadrilateral. So not only this rectangle, it can be in any shape, but it should be a closed figure. It can be like this or it can be like this. How many line segments are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So a quadrilateral formed with a 4 line segments. Any figure with the help of only 4 line segments is forming a figure. We will call it as quadrilateral. So in this quadrilaterals, total how many parts are there? We will see. So this is one quadrilateral, and in this A, B, C, D are 4 vertices. So how many vertices are there? 4 vertices are there. So what are that? Point A, point B, point C and point D. Okay. How many line segments are there? These are the line segments. And what are that line segments? What are the line segments? We can take it as AB line segment. Next BC line segment. Next CD line segment. And DA line segment. So these are the 4 line segments. With this line segment only the quadrilateral has been formed. And how many angles are there? We will see. How many angles are there? Angle A. Angle A can also be written in the form of 3 alphabets. So how to write that? Already I told you. That is angle DAB. And also you can write in the form of BAD. Always the angle should be in the form of in the middle. Okay. Remaining two vertices we have to write. We can write DAB or BAD. This A should be in the middle because we are talking about angle A. And next angle is what? Angle B. So angle B can be written in the form of ABC. And also you can write in the form of CBA. Okay. Next angle C. How you will write this angle C? Angle C can be written as BCD and DCB. Okay. Next angle D. Angle D, how you will write? ADC or CDA. If you observe, all the angles are lying in middle of the alphabets. Okay, angle A, it is in the middle. Angle B also is in the middle. Angle C is also in the middle. Angle D is also in the middle. So these are the angles. How many angles are there? 4 angles are there and 4 line segments as well as 4 vertices. So these are the parts of a line segments and parts of quadrilateral. So and next the line segment joining the opposite vertices. What are the opposite vertices? Angle C is opposite to angle A and angle D is opposite to angle B. So if these opposite vertices are attached with a line segments, that line segments we will call it as diagonals. So what we call it as diagonals. The line segment of a quadrilateral which are having a common vertex, we will call it as diagonal. These opposite vertices are joining with a line segment. So that line segment we will call it as diagonal. So how many diagonals are there in a quadrilateral? Total 2 diagonals are there. So what are the diagonals here? So what are the diagonals? That is AC line segment and BD line segment. So these are the 2 diagonals. And now the 2 angles of a quadrilateral having a common side are called as adjacent angles. So if they are having a common side, 2 angles of a quadrilateral having a common side, we will call it as adjacent angles. So if you take these 2 angles, angle A and angle D, these 2 are adjacent. I am saying. Why I am telling these 2 are adjacent? Because for these 2 angles it is having only one common side. Okay, so these two angles are having only one common side. So we can say this angle A and angle D are adjacent angles. So what are adjacent angles here? What are adjacent angles? Angle A and angle D are adjacent angles because it is having only one common side. In the same way, angle D, angle C. These two angles are connected with one common side. So these two are also adjacent angles. So you can write angle D comma angle C are also adjacent angles. In the same way, you can write angle C comma angle D. These two angles are also having only one common side. So these two are also adjacent angles. Now you can take A and B. Angle A, angle B. So this angle A and angle B is also having only one common side. So we can say these two angles are also adjacent angles. Okay, next we are talking about adjacent. We are talking about adjacent sides. What are adjacent sides here? What are adjacent sides? If any two sides having only one common angle, any two sides having only one common angle, we will call it as adjacent sides. So we can say that AD and AB are adjacent sides to each other. In the same way, you can take AB and DC. For these two sides, they are having only one common angle. So these two we can say it as adjacent sides. So what are adjacent sides here? What are adjacent sides? Any two sides having only one common angle, we will call it as adjacent sides. So you can say it as AB. AB is adjacent to AD. So these two are having only one common angle. So we can say these two are adjacent sides. In the same way, you can take AD and DC. AD and DC, only one common angle. In the same way, DC and CB. In the same way, you can take CB and BA. So these are adjacent sides. So what do you mean by adjacent sides? Adjacent sides are nothing but having only one common angle for both the sides. We will call it as adjacent angle. So these are the adjacent angles and these are the adjacent sides. So what do you mean by adjacent angles? Adjacent angles means any two angles having one common side, we will call it as adjacent angles. And what do you mean by adjacent side? Adjacent side is nothing but any two sides having only one common angle, we will call it as adjacent sides. Okay, don't be confused. Adjacent angles means any two angles having one common side is called as adjacent angle. Now, what do you mean by adjacent side? Any two sides having one common angle is called as adjacent sides. So these are adjacent angles and these are adjacent sides. Now coming to opposite sides. What do you mean by opposite sides? So what do you mean by opposite sides? The two sides of a quadrilateral which does not have any common vertex. If they are not having any common vertex, we will call it as opposite sides. So if they are not having any common vertex, we will call it as opposite sides. So what are opposite sides here? We can write it as AD is opposite to AD is opposite to BC. So they are not having any common vertex. So AD line segment is opposite to BC line segment. In the same way you can write AB line segment is opposite to DC line segment. So these two are opposite sides. So what is the definition for that? Any two sides of a quadrilateral which does not have any common vertex. They are not having any common vertex. So they are called as opposite sides. Next is opposite angles. Opposite angles. So what do you mean by opposite angles? Any two angles of a quadrilateral which does not have any common side. If they are not having for any two angles, if they are not having any common side, then we will call it as opposite angles. So what are opposite angles? Angle A, angle C, and angle D and angle B. So these are the opposite angles. So what we have learnt in this, quadrilateral is a closed figure with having four line segments, and in that you are having four vertices. It is made up of four line segments and it is having four angles. Angle vertex A, vertex B, vertex C and vertex D. So these four are line segments, and what are angles? Angle A, angle B, angle C and angle D. Okay, so now we are going for diagonals. What do you mean by diagonals? The opposite vertices joined with a line segment, we will call it as diagonal. So these two lines we will call it as diagonals. Okay, next is adjacent angles. What do you mean by adjacent angles? Any two angles having one common side. Any two angles having one common side, we will call it as adjacent angles. So what are adjacent angles? AD is adjacent, AB is adjacent to each other, BC are adjacent to each other, CD is adjacent to each other, and DA are also adjacent to each other. Next is adjacent sides. What do you mean by adjacent sides? Any two sides having one common angle. So if I take these two sides, for these two sides you are having only one common angle. So these two sides are called as adjacent sides. These two sides are called as adjacent sides. Next is opposite sides. What are opposite sides here? AD is opposite to BC as well as AB is opposite to DC. Next is opposite angles. So what do you mean by opposite angles? Opposite angles are here. Angle A and angle C are opposite angles. Angle B and angle D are opposite to each other. They are called as opposite angles. Next is, in this interior points and exterior points are there. Interior and exterior of a quadrilateral. So what are interior and exterior of a quadrilateral? We will see. So what do you mean by interior and exterior of a quadrilateral? Suppose I am taking one quadrilateral. Okay, so in this quadrilateral I am marking some points. Okay, these are the points. Okay, so in this what do you mean by interior? Interior means the points which are lying inside the quadrilateral, we will call it as interior angles, and the points which are lying outside of the figure, outside of the quadrilateral, we will call it as exterior points. So first, what are interior points? We will see. Interior points means the points which are lying inside the quadrilateral. So which points are lying inside the quadrilateral here? That is point C, point D, point J, point F and point I. So these points we will call it as interior points of a quadrilateral. And what are exterior points here? What I told the definition of exterior points? The points which are lying outside of the quadrilateral, we will call it as exterior points. So which points are lying outside, you see? That is point K, point E, point G and point H. So these are the points which are lying exterior of a quadrilateral. So interior means the points which are lying inside, we will call it as interior points. The points which are lying outside of a quadrilateral, we will call it as exterior points. So this is about interior and exterior of a quadrilateral. So next is concave and convex. So in quadrilaterals, you are having two types of quadrilaterals. There are two types of quadrilaterals. So how many different types of quadrilaterals are there? Two types of quadrilaterals are there. One is concave, convex quadrilateral, and other is concave quadrilateral. So how many different types of quadrilaterals are there? Two different types of quadrilaterals are there. They are, one is convex quadrilateral and other is concave quadrilateral. So what do you mean by convex quadrilateral? We will see. Okay. So how many different types? Two different types are there. One is convex and other is concave. So first one is convex. So what do you mean by convex quadrilateral? We will see. So if a quadrilateral having all the interior points are less than 180 degrees. If all angles of a quadrilateral are less than 180, we will call it as convex quadrilateral. So if you take all the angles here, A, B, C, D. So all the interior angles, if all the interior angles are less than 180 degrees, we will call it as convex quadrilateral. Okay, so if you take this line and drawing one line here, here, here and here. So these are the interior angles. Okay, so if you take this whole angle will be equals to 180. Is it right? Whole angle will be equals to 180. I will draw somewhat big here. So I am taking this figure only. So what do you mean by convex? If all interior angles of a quadrilateral are less than 180, we will call it as convex quadrilateral. So here these are all our interior angles and drawing one line here. Okay, so if you take this angle, the full angle will be equals to 180 degrees because it is forming one straight line. Okay, it is forming one straight line. This full angle is 180. But you only see this one. It will be less than 180 or less than 180 or greater than 180. It will be less than only because the whole angle is equals to 180. If you take out this part and this part from 180 degrees, so this will be less than 180 angle only. So this will be less than 180. This angle is less than 180. So if you take this one, angle B, this whole will be 180. The whole will be 180. So what will be this angle now? This is also less than 180. So if you are not getting, see this, I am drawing one straight line. The figure is like this now. Okay. If you take this angle, this is in the form of V shape. Only that angle I am drawing. I am talking about this angle. Okay, so here I am taking that this full length is 180 degrees. This full length is 180 degrees. So if I take, I want to calculate only this part. Suppose I am taking this as 60 degrees. Okay, and here I am taking it as 30 degrees. Here also I am taking it as 30 degrees. I want to calculate only this part. I want to calculate only this part. This part is how much? If I take out 60 and 30 from this angle, what is remaining part? 30 is the remaining part. 30 is a remaining part, means this 30 is less than 180. Is it right? Is it right? So this 30 value is less than 180 degrees. That means this angle is also less than 180. Okay. So if you take this one, this is also less than 180 degrees. Okay. So next is, if you take this one, this will also be less than 180 degrees. So all angles are less than 180 degrees. So what I told, convex means if the angle is less than 180, we will call it as convex angle. So convex quadrilateral. Suppose okay, so how to less than 180 degrees. So what do you mean by convex quadrilateral? Convex means if the length is less than 180 degrees, we will call it as convex quadrilateral. Next is concave quadrilateral. So what do you mean by concave quadrilateral? We will see. So here I am taking one figure. It is in this form. And what are the interior angles? 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are the interior angles. Okay, these are the interior angles. So what do you mean by concave? Concave is nothing but any one of the angle is greater than 180. If it is greater than 180, we will call it as concave quadrilateral. So what we call it as? Concave quadrilateral we will call. So what do you mean by concave quadrilateral? Concave quadrilateral means any one of the angle is greater than 180 degrees. Greater than 180 degrees, we will call it as concave quadrilateral. Is called as concave quadrilateral. So what do you mean by concave quadrilateral? Any one of the angle, if it is greater than 180, we will call it as concave quadrilateral. So if I draw a straight lines here, so here for this vertex this is less than, and for this also it is less than, for this also it is less than. But in this case, if you see, this is equals to 180 degrees, but these lines are outside of the line. That means this will form a reflex angle. Reflex angle means it is greater than 180.